The stunt coordinator, like, everybody's like, everybody get back, you have to be at least 100 feet back, and I was like standing right in the middle of it, like, what about me? That's the first nice thing I've ever heard Josh say about me.
I've got to imagine as an actress, Katniss has to be an amazing role because it's physically demanding, emotionally challenging. What was the hardest part of playing Katniss for you?
Probably just the pressure of the fans. It's not very often you play roles that are kind of famous before you even get there.
And was there something about the whole archery thing that was especially challenging? I know it's a lot harder than people might imagine.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. I had so much training beforehand, and then I got there, and the bows, like, the arrows weighed like 2 pounds, and
right.
like I would like aim and look all cool, and then I'd shoot it, and it would just go poof.
Now, how long did you guys actually train? I was talking to Josh, and he said it was a pretty long process. He was, on a special diet.
I had a lot of training. I think I did all my dieting and all of that stuff before the shoot, so that I wouldn't have to diet and work at the same time, because that sucks.
Yeah. Now, I was reading a little bit, too, about the scene with the fire in the forest, and that a lot of that was actually real. And they enhanced it after the fact. So what was that day on set like, besides hot?
Nerve-wracking, because I was standing there, and then the stunt coordinator, like, everybody's like, everybody get back, you have to be at least 100 feet back, and I was like standing right in the middle of it, like, what about me? And then I was like, I kept running the trail, because they wanted me to get it in my mind, like, this tree's gonna explode, this tree's gonna explode, so this is your trail. And when trees aren't on fire, it's totally fine. I was like running, I was like, this is easy, come on, just light the place up. And then I didn't realize that when the trees got on fire, they would explode, and it would be a really loud noise, and I'm like a chihuahua where loud noises scare me more than anything, so they would call action, and I was like screaming and got lost on my way down, didn't know which trees were going to explode, and then they explode, and I'd scream, and it looked pretty pathetic.
When you sat down and watched the movie for the first time, was there something that made a really big emotional impact on you to see on screen?
I loved Josh's monologue before we leave the night for the games. Because being there with him, I wasn't like watching him, like kind of judging his acting. I was just thinking about myself, and that was a joke. But and then actually seeing him give that monologue, it was amazing.
The other day, he was asked to rate you as a kisser. He gave you a 12 out of 10.
Oh,
pretty good. Would you rank him similarly?
Oh yes, that's the first nice thing I've ever heard Josh say about me.
What was surprising to you about getting to know him and work with him?
I mean, he's how wise he is. He's like 1,000 years old. He honestly is. He was. I would like lunchtime in his trailer. It was like therapy session for me. I would just like lay there and be like, how should I run my life?